Once I watched the video of a famous boxing player. In this video, this player said, "Every nutritionist in the world may say that I'm crazy, but I only eat one meal per day. The OMAD diet." I always have been fascinated by this video because in this video he explains that the core, the root of his success is his diet, where he eats only one meal per day. The OMAD diet has been somehow popular these current years, and it is a diet that is aimed at reducing your weight. And spoiler or not, after the 6 months of my OMAD practice, I didn't reduce my weight. I didn't reduce my weight, I think, for the reason that my caloric balance intake is not made to lose weight. That's why I lost weight. Of course, the body is not only a caloric machine. It doesn't take and use everything that it takes, but more or less, if you take less than you need, you will start to lose weight. The biggest question is, how can you maintain this on the long term? Because your body will probably psychologically and structurally will be challenged to do this on a very long term. If I decided to follow the OMAD diet, it is because I like this style of eating where I am free from food. If you didn't watch the video about my intermittent fasting process, I let you watch it here. So my experience with the OMAD basically is that it's not an easy diet to follow first, psychologically. I remember that I tried to do this diet for 1 month in March 2021, and it was more or less a success. But then after, I went right away to 2 meals per day because I felt myself really frustrated and I felt that I couldn't eat everything that I wanted to eat. In August 2021, I started to do this OMAD diet one more time. I was in the middle of moving and I didn't put the effort and the time to eat 2 times per day. I just put the effort to eat one meal. Was it healthier or not? I don't know. In our case, I did this and I followed this for the past 6 months. And I say that now I am more or less used to this diet, so it hasn't been easy at first. And I was able to do it because for 1 year before I reduced my meals to 2 meals per day, compared to even before when I used to eat, I don't know, 6 meals per day, 7. I used to snack a lot, and it's long-term. It's a long-term change. It's a long-term process to change this habit. So this OMAD experiment helped me to be more free. Also, with the OMAD diet, I really feel that I cannot eat too much of junk food. If I start to eat junk food, I will not feel myself completely healthy. It will be better for me if I will eat a lot of vegetables, a little bit of proteins, fat, some carbs, and that's it. In the diet OMAD that I follow, usually I eat a lot of, try to make my meal mainly veggies, a lot of proteins. Can be meat, can be fish, can be vegetal proteins. I recently tend to eat less meat, but it was due to the challenge of 30 days without supermarket that you can see in this channel. And my body craved vegetables, and from this point of view, it helps you not to eat junk food so much. On the contrary, as you're more or less frustrated and as you're more or less tempted to eat and as you're more or less pushing your body to his limits, after you need some comfort. And usually I eat a dessert and I don't care so much about the dessert. It can be something unhealthy, like such as maybe a muffin or a donut or anything that will be unhealthy. If I eat a healthy dessert, I will probably eat oats with a little bit of my maple syrup and chia seeds and milk, the vegetable milk, usually oat milk or nuts milk. So it helps me to be more free with my food. On the contrary, sometimes with the OMAD diet, I feel as if I was pushing to the limits of my body, and sometimes it can affect my emotional and psychological health. While not eating, you push your body not to be in the comfort, you stress your body, especially in a society where food is all time and under all forms available. So you push your body, and if you push too much, it may create a little bit of tension and a little bit of unbalanced psychological situation. So you need to be careful when you should do or when you shouldn't do this. On the other side, of course, when you push against your limit, you start to develop another mindset. In the Wired Diet book, the author explains that slaves were fed all day long, not to develop their cognitive abilities, compared to the warriors who only ate one time per day, and during the night they ate, and the whole day they didn't eat, just to maintain and to maintain their fuel, their desire to overcome their limits, their inner adventurer, their inner warrior side. Question can be raised: should you do it? Should you do this diet? My advice after this 6 months period is, for now, I will continue to do this diet. You should do this diet only if you feel like you should do it. And you should start slowly. Because if you jump right into from 6 snacks per day to 1 meal per day, it may be tough. For some people, they can do it. If it's your type, you can try. But you will see if you can maintain this on the long term. And of course, if you do it for long term, I recommend that one day during the week, you don't do it. And you allow yourself to eat 2 meals, even why not 3 meals. I some weeks allow myself to do it, some weeks not. It really depends. If I am on the holidays, I will allow myself this day for sure. If I am not on holidays, I will probably not allow myself this. So this was my experience with this 6 months OMAD diet. If you have any questions, feel free to comment in the section below.